The start of October is here. This month is dedicated to breast cancer awareness. You'll see a lot of pink for the next 4 weeks. Loess Hills Harley-Davidson is taking it beyond the color with a whole series of events to encourage you to save the twins. Krystal Calloway-Nepple and Angie Polson are with the dealership, and from Jennie Edmundson, we're happy to have back Tara Slevin. Welcome. It's good to see you.
Mary.
Good to have you back. We'll get to you and what you have lined up this October. They're putting the fun into all of this, right? So we'll get to those events. But for you at the hospital, what do you want patients to know in terms of detection and getting to it early?
You know, Mary, that's an excellent point. The best thing is early detection. I think as studies show, the cure rates, everything goes up when there's early detection. We have got plenty of opportunities. Obviously, October is the month about getting your mammogram. If you can't afford a mammogram, thanks to the Susan G. Komen grant from Iowa, we have opportunities to provide women with free mammograms throughout Southwest Iowa. You simply just have to call 396-7600, and we can help with that because it's important to know.
Well, the people think I can't afford care, so I'm not even going to go. If they feel something or they sense something, to miss out on care, it's not necessary, Tara, because of those resources. Do you notice in October, because the conversation is elevated to this degree, that more women are thinking about it, and the guys in their lives are talking about it too?
That's an excellent point. And talking with our gals in the mammography department, through the month of October, through the end of the year, the numbers explode because yes, the awareness is out there, people are talking about it, taking a little bit of the fear out of it. And I think that's why it's so important to partner up with folks from Harley-Davidson and all of the Pink Out events that we have, because it reminds us that it's about celebrating the survivors, the women. There's a lot of powerful women in this community that have a lot to celebrate the month of October, and we're going to help them put a little fun into that.
All right, so Krystal, what of the events, sparkly events that you have planned? What are you doing with bras?
We call it Save the Twins, which kind of pairs in with our Harleys that have a V-twin engine, and then we added a bra on that one so that we can bedazzle bras. So we're challenging any businesses, organizations, individuals to come out and bedazzle a bra, raise some funds on that, get some donations for them, and then we're actually going to auction off the top 3 winning bras that day.
You need to bring your own bra in.
That's right.
To the event on October 8th, but then all of the rhinestones, all of the glue, the embellishments, you'll have those at the dealership.
We will have everything on October 8th from 5 to 7. We're going to have tables set up. People can come and go as they please and come set up with us and just get their bras ready for that. And if you don't want to come to that or you don't have time to come, there's lots and lots of ideas on Pinterest, on the internet, so you can see what other people have done. And then on the 15th, we're going to close the dealership early for the Pink Out that's in Glenwood on the square. So we're going to close up at 5:30. Everybody's invited to come ride with us up there. We will have the Pink Harley-Davidson leading the ride. And then on the 17th is our actual contest for the bedazzling. So we'll have a runway out there. We've got a DJ, and we have a person that'll be emceeing the whole event, and we'll just have a lot of fun out there that day.
Yes, that's why I said off the top, there's a whole series of events happening this October. Angie, is this something that you talked about as a team, where you said this is a cause that affects many of us? We want to do this right.
Well, absolutely, because it's not only affecting women, but it affects men just as well. And one of the survivors of it is Mel that will be speaking that day in Glenwood. So we wanted it to be just a real good community effort to show the cause of this is affecting families everywhere.
You're touching my heart because I lost my uncle to breast cancer.
Yes.
And I've mentioned it on air a few times that the numbers are very small for men. It's less than half of 1% of men are diagnosed with breast cancer, but it does happen.
Yes.
For all of the women who are diagnosed, their husbands, their boyfriends, their sons, I mean, this is something that affects the entire family, the diagnosis and then the treatments. What are we seeing right now in terms of research where we say there's the hope when we're raising money? This is where the promise lies.
You know, Mary, it is out there, and we've got information up on our website as well as the Susan G. Komen. When Roger from Iowa talked last year, we have moved beyond a cure to looking at beyond, you know, you have 80% to there is really a cure out there. Sooner or later, I believe with research and all of the training, it will become a chronic disease like heart conditions and diabetes. I think there's a lot of hope that people will live with cancer and it won't be the death sentence it once was.
That diagnosis, when you hear the words, right, and it's just that point of trying to digest it and then surviving it, and then turning the corner to where you can have some fun to raise awareness.
Absolutely.
And that is exactly what you're doing at Loess Hills Harley-Davidson. I want to make sure our viewers know, since we said it, there are 3 dates that you're going to want to circle this October. Let's go through them. Starting October 8th, that's the Bedazzle a Bra workshop. Bring your own bra, and then they'll have the supplies there. It's all free. Do they need to register ahead of time or just show up, Krystal?
They can register just so we have a head count, because we are going to have food and drinks there to make sure everybody's comfortable.
You do need to register for the ride.
For the ride, yes.
That's on October 17th. On the 15th, the dealership's going to close a bit early for the Pink Out in Glenwood. So if you want to be part of that, please go. If you want to be there on the 17th, feel free. And when you talk about Save the Twins, you said it, because initially I thought it was just kind of a catchy way to talk about our anatomy, but I wasn't thinking about how it connected back to Harley-Davidson.
Yep,
So,
our V-twin engine. So.
This is so great. And then the proceeds going to Jennie Edmundson's Breast Health Center. It's an awesome partnership. Thank you both for joining us today. And Tara, thank you for all the good work you're doing to help women and men in our area. It's a pleasure. Thank you.